All right, for today's deep dive, we're looking at a fascinating set of sources.
Yeah.
They're all focused on this intersection between deep digital strategy and, you know, traditional craftsmanship.
Yeah, that's right.
Our mission is to pull out the key ideas for these high-trust businesses.
Hmm.
Think fine carpenters, custom furniture makers.
Mm.
How do they survive in a world that's becoming totally dominated by AI?
Exactly. And the source material, it really lays out a very specialized approach for contractors and woodworkers, not just in the US, but the UK, Australia, Canada too.
Right.
And this isn't your standard SEO. This is about adapting to this huge shift toward generative search.
Yeah.
Where the AI just gives the homeowner the answer directly.
That's the whole ball game now, isn't it?
Right.
We have to figure out how these very bespoke services, the ones that rely on pure skill and reputation, how do they even get noticed by a Google AI overview or a ChatGPT?
Yeah.
If a chatbot is doing the summary, how does a specific custom shop get represented accurately? Okay, so let's unpack that.
Well, what's really interesting is that the sources propose this three-part framework to tackle exactly that. It's three types of SEO that have to work in concert.
Okay, lay them on us. But let's try to keep it grounded in that, that custom carpentry world.
First up is AI SEO. It uses machine learning and natural language processing to really understand the homeowner's deep intent.
So it's about going past just the keyword, like cabinet maker.
Precisely. It's about understanding that the person is searching for, say, bespoke, transitional style, painted kitchen cabinetry. It's a much more sophisticated interpretation of the query.
Okay, so that's about understanding the ask. The next logical step, then, is how do you make sure your business is part of the answer the AI gives?
And that is the job of LLM SEO, large language model SEO. Think of it like a structural insurance policy for your brand.
An insurance policy, I like that.
It's entirely focused on structuring your content, your portfolio, your service pages, so those conversational AI platforms can reliably, and more importantly, accurately, reference your brand's information. It stops the AI from just making stuff up about you.
Got it. So if AI SEO understands the need, LLM SEO makes sure my business is cited as the solution. So what's a third layer?
The third layer is semantic SEO. This is what builds all the contextual bridges using structured content, things like schema markup.
So in practice, that's how a website tells Google, hey, this picture of a bookshelf isn't just a picture.
Exactly. It's telling Google this is a specific service, custom millwork that we provide in this specific city, Dallas, Texas, and it solves this specific problem, maximizing storage in a small space. That's absolutely critical for ranking locally for those high-intent searches.
And this is where the technical stuff really connects back to what a contractor actually cares about. The sources are pretty clear. This whole approach builds trust signals, what Google calls EEAT.
Right. Expertise, experience, authority, and trustworthiness.
And it boosts local discovery for those "finished carpenter near me" searches. It's all about aligning your content with how people actually research big projects.
And you can't fake that alignment. It requires a pretty significant technical lift. I mean, we're talking about restructuring a whole website to be AI ready.
So not just tweaking a few blog posts.
Oh, no. We're talking detailed schema markup for every service, every location, every project in your portfolio. And your Google business profile has to be just relentlessly optimized with those specific keywords. Schema is basically the universal translator between a local artisan and a global AI.
And looking at the scope of services here, it goes way beyond just the technical SEO. The sources also detail things like conversion rate optimization, PPC, email marketing.
Yeah, it's a whole system.
It just shows that for these high-value service businesses, digital visibility isn't one thing anymore. It's an entire integrated system.
At the end of the day, the synthesis is this. While a homeowner will always choose a carpenter based on their skill and trust, that whole decision process now starts online. Your digital authority is what drives inquiries and ultimately what gets you projects.
So what does this all mean for you, the professional listening to this? I think sources make it really clear. Succeeding now means you're optimizing for answers and generative summaries, not just for a list of blue links.
The game's completely changed. It's not about showing up in the list. It's about being cited as the authoritative source in the answer.
Right.
And that leaves you with, I think, a final provocative thought to consider. Given the sheer complexity of all this, from decoding AI SEO to implementing schema, is the modern business owner now forced to become a digital marketing expert on top of their actual craft? Or has outsourcing this incredibly specialized, constantly moving target become, a non-negotiable step just to stay competitive?